Okay, I'm making a little video of my garden. I'm going to give you the nickel tour. We're coming in the back of the yard from the garage and the alley. This is the alley. It looks like it's about to rain. This might be a quick movie. So I'll just point out things of interest as we go by. So on the bottom right, that's the rhubarb patch. And then we're coming up, the vegetables are on the right, and the hosta garden that I'm starting is on the left. So we just take a moment to look at the veggies. The green beans and the self-sown cherry tomatoes are doing very nicely right now. And then over here I've got pole beans. I've got sedum along the edge here that's holding the soil in place so I don't have a big mess and it rains. And then over here I've got a variety of hosta, different sizes and colors. Just put them in last year. They're starting to fill in very nicely. And in the corner, I just bought them, is a climbing hydrangea that, if all goes according to plan, will be up on the trellis and around on the little fence here. A lot of this garden is really kind of self-sown. I let things go to seed, and then if they take off in a decent place, I leave them alone. So the coneflowers here pretty much planted themselves. And I've got phlox, and I've got iris. And this big leaf there is a horseradish that I can't get rid of. I keep digging it up. Keeps coming back. And then we're coming into the backyard, which is mostly just a patio. And I've got a garden around the patio. So we'll take a quick zip around the garden before we go down the side of the house. Over here I have my herb garden, most of it anyway. Starting at the bottom right, I've got thyme, sage plant. There's a tomato, more phlox, and some more coneflowers and black-eyed Susans. Got an awesome solar fountain. I love him. This leafy thing is not a fig tree, it's okra. Got a very large parsley plant. And I've got some more savory herbs. There's a lavender in there and some other things. And we've got the barbecue, we've got the smoker. I've got another patch of vegetables in the back here. I've got cucumbers and I've got a tiered planter. And the back corner is my little science project. I've got straw bales, 2 straw bales with cucumbers and a pepper plant and a tomato plant growing between them. And in here, like most of my garden, it's pretty much a hodgepodge. This is the rain garden. It's not the most attractive white container, but it gets some of the runoff from the roof. And it is graded downward from the house, so the water goes downhill into some daylilies, and there's another tomato plant and my sundial. It does a pretty good job. So there's the back door. Got another patch of iris. And then if we swing around, we've got a lovely little seating area with more perennials. That big, tall plant, this green guy here, is going to be covered with yellow flowers very soon. And then there's phlox. It's a lot of butterfly plants. There's a butterfly bush in here. And we've got Veronica is the white stuff. And then the tall thing behind it is Joe Pieweed. The butterflies love it. And on cue, there's a butterfly. You can't even make this shit up. Ooh, there he is. There's the butterfly. It's a little shadier back here in this little corner. So this is mostly shade plants. If I can pan around for a second. So I've got on the left here, that's turtle head. That should be blooming soon. The ligularia are doing well, except for this one guy. He's been drooping a lot. I'm not sure what his problem is. And I've got snow on the mountain, or bishop's weed. And it's all doing pretty nicely. Down the side, oh, and of course I have to give a shout out to Rosa Sharon because she has just been stunning. Once Rosa Sharon starts to flower, she is a showstopper. So down the side here, it gets pretty sunny pretty quickly. So I've got some Shasta daisies, More okra. It likes it here because it's sunny. There's a rain garden also on the side of the house. The drains from the house come down, and there are French drains. They go down into a little stream bed, and it's fed at several ends. So there is in here a little stream bed. The water from the house drains into it when it rains. And so we've got daylilies on the side here. I'm not making the viewers seasick. And more daylilies as I come down. So the path is on the left and the stream is on the right. Planted a variety of taller daylilies in the center. On the left here it's shadier, so I've got a few more shade-loving plants. I've got columbine, I've got, well, that's a peony, which seems to be doing okay in spite of everything. There's a bleeding heart right now. It's bloomed out, of course. That's another tall, it's called Heliopsis. It'll be covered with yellow flowers. If I pan around, there are some scrappier sun-loving flowers on the side here. We've got a white Liatris alba. The orange flower on the left there, he's almost bloomed out, is a butterfly weed. There's Russian sage coming up against the house, and then a bunch of butterfly weeds have actually self-sown themselves. There's some sedum. I planted a variety of smaller sedum to hold the soil from the edges of the path there, from the edges of the stream. It's a bunch of tomatoes that have self-sown. They've done that a couple of years now, and they're doing a dandy job filling in that spot, so that makes me happy. More coneflowers. All right, so that's the side of the house. It's crazy hot, crazy sunny over there. Ooh, passing the daylilies. It's a really nice little bunch of butterfly weed. It's lovely when it's all blooming, but you missed it. Sorry, next video. And then I got another bunch of iris here, some woolly lamb's ear, a peony. Coming into the front yard and the front gardens. On the bottom we've got what is this white stuff called? It'll come to me in a minute. Oh, gooseneck loosestrife, which I really love. So here's the view of the rain garden and the side garden from the back. I'm going to make a second video for the front yard.